Blair down low. Defended by Harkless. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Bird kicks to Harkless. On the wing, Gordon. Bird outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on John Wall. First one falls for him.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Right side, Wall. Pass to Webster, and it's Pierce in the corner for the three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And as we conclude.
Can I have it like that?
The Magic trail by 21. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, Paul Harkless and Tobias Harris the forwards. Bird is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Gordon in at the 5 spot. And Bird, here we go. Misses off the left iron.
Man, a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
Gordon against Pierce. Here's Wall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so here's Orlando. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for New York.
Here's Bird. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, you know, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
And the Wizards making a change here. Serafin's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Vucevic is checked in. Pierce kicks to Wall. Wants to get it to Serafin and does. No luck. And Orlando the other way now. And with that new NBA competition committee, the league was hoping to create a more nimble leadership group to consider various initiatives.
And, you know, I think the culture of the NBA has been open to innovation and new things, new ways of doing things, new thinking, all in an effort to improve the game. And to me, that's what it's about. Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so.
That's the way to make the free ones count.
Or Orlando. You guys were talking about Vucevic. Need to change it up. Wizards leading by 21. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pierce against Ridnour. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
That's good. And that's now 9 points for Money.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for Washington.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And I think they needed this win, guys, if for nothing else than to gain a split in the 4 games of the season series.
You know, that's definitely something. I'm sure it meant a lot to him, not letting a conference opponent get the better of him.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Bradley Beal. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Just 5 to shoot. Webster with it, and it's Bird picking him up. Blair can't hit. So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Brooklyn Nets. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Glenn Rice Jr. comes in for Pierce. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Chris Humphries. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Bird right side. Baseline J on the way. Washington with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Temple. And so it's Washington.
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Paul.
Man, I know the team had a bad night, but I feel a little better knowing it wasn't as bad as your night.
Hey, man, back off, all right? It's not like you led us to victories while I tried to bring us down. You're not perfect.
Relax, man. I'm just messing with you. Just let it go. Get back on that horse tomorrow.
Whatever. You're not the one who embarrassed yourself on national TV out there, are you?
Chill.
Nah, man, you chill. All right, I gotta get some rest. Gotta put up an extra 1,000 jumpers tomorrow. Get my stroke back. I'm out of here.
Reach out.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr will provide the analysis. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Orlando. To switch here. Gordon's checked in. The Magic trail by 6.
The New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Melo and Bargnani at the 3 and 4. Calderon is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Dallenberg in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Payton. Here's Calderon looking for his first basket still in this one. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And, of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
The Magic have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Gordon with no one around. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Gordon's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
There's 1:40 left in the first. Bargnani kicks to Calderon, and he gets it to go.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Bird with it, now guarded by Shumpert. From the baseline. That doesn't go either for Bird.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the boards.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Cannot hit, and New York will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
He feeds it to Vucevic. It's stolen by Anthony. Oh! Look out!
Wow! Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
A nice shot by Bird.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Shumpert dishes to Calderon. Harris against Anthony. It's stolen by Harris. Bird outside. Lets a floater go. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Bird's got his second basket of the game. Here's Anthony. No good. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Well, Carmelo, what?
All right, let's get our heads on straight. This is not what these people came to see.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that can. Just over 1.5 minutes played here in the third, and New York looking at who they've got. Melo and Bargnani at the 3 and 4. Iman Shumpert is out there with Calderon, and it's D'Alembert in at the center position. Anthony against Harris. Anthony, the pass to Shumpert. 4 on the shot clock. The shot. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
Bird, he's checked in for Orlando. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the end. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. You take a look at Calderon, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His #1 job is to create looks for his teammates, but as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, for some, Aaron Gordon is seen as a tweener, and for Gordon, it isn't going to faze him. He said, obviously you have to play a position in the NBA, but I'm going to do a little bit of everything. Post up, hit jumpers, go by people. I'm going to do it all. I'm confident that I can play both the 3 and the 4. He has the skills to pull it off, Kevin.
And he does. Thank you, Doris.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
Larkin, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Wizards.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Calderon. He's got 11 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
And Bird, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And let's take a look now at Iman Shumpert's numbers. How the last month of basketball was for him. He's getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. And we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box scores.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
And Orlando making a change here. Harkless is checked in, and a switch here also for New York. Early's checked in.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Bird. It's rebounded by New York. Shumpert's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint. Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Fires from 14. A nice shot by Bird. Bird's got 6 points in the quarter. 1:51 left in the third. Larkin kicks to Shumpert. The pass to Larkin. To the left wing. And Bird comes to help. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bird. And Shumpert pulls it down. Shumpert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Larkin. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Now Bird, 10 points for him. Puts it up. Here's Vucevic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Harris against Anthony. Misses, and he wants that one back.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Offensive rebound.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And Bird, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Hardaway dishes to Smith. Out to Hardaway. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Drains it from 17 feet out. Anthony's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Anthony's checked in for New York. Calderon comes in for Bargnani. Andrew Nicholson out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Luke Ridnour. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Green in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And Orlando making a change here. Bird's checked. And then for New York, Quincy Azee's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Early comes in for Pablo Prigion. And it's Larkin in for Jose Calderon. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through money. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Early. Anthony down low, working on Nicholson. Smith's shot is good.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And Bird, here we go. Drops in the layup for 2. Bird's got 4 this quarter. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Smith outside. Pass to Early. Here's Larkin. Offline with his 3.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And Bird, here we go. 9 feet out. Can't hit. And New York the other way now. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's a good screen. Larkin. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Bird. Defense right on him. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Check out the game for money. 15 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
Griddenauer's checked in for Orlando. Bargnani is checked in for New York.
2 minutes.
Here's Larkin, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
And the second free throw, good.
Kevin, they're shooting around 90% from the free throw line. And you and I both know that's very strong, very impressive free throw shooting for this team.
And he gets it to go. 19 points for money.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times, an easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Smith outside. Here's Early. He's guarded by Ridnow. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Larkin. Orlando grabs the miss.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with them.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight makes it 3-0 for the year, with 1 game left to play against the Magic.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Anthony. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
To the right side. Early kicks to Larkin. The dish to Bargnani. Buried from 15 feet out.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first. Pablo Prigioni. He's checked in for Larkin. Bird hits them both. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Prigioni, and he gets it to go.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
The Magic have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Here's Bird, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Free throw good. Bird. The Knicks making a switch here. And so he hits both. Here's Prigioni. So no problem for Nick.
Jose, congratulations on the win here tonight. How important was...
What you mean, man? I just had the biggest scoring game of my brief NBA career. I think it's a perfect time to be smiling.
Hold up. You notice anything about the scoreboard at the end of the night?
Yeah, right next to my number was a really big number. How many points I had.
Only numbers you need to worry about are the ones next to the team name. And in that column, we came up short. No reason to smile or celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I know we lost tonight, but look, I was feeling it out there, okay? Man, the freaking basket looked like the Grand Canyon. They didn't have an answer for anything that I did. You know that. So, I mean, I finally feel like I belong in this league. So, let me have my moment, okay?
All right. But have it out there, away from the coaches and the fellas. When you walk in that locker room, I want that smile gone. Cool?
Okay, man.
You know, life's a funny thing.
Whatever you say, boss.
A couple of months ago, I never even heard of you. A few weeks ago, I was certain you were a one-and-done guy. You know, have your cup of coffee in the bigs, and then disappear, never to be heard from again.
And now?
Now, well, now I'm gonna tell you that I was wrong not to draft you, and I was silly to offer you only a 10-day contract, and you know, I was mistaken to think you were only here to have a cup of coffee.
So, you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying we're offering you a guaranteed contract for the rest of the season.
Heck yeah! Man, that's what I'm talking about right there. Thanks, you're not gonna regret this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make this organization so proud.
Good. Listen, you got this opportunity because you've been working your tail off out there. You know, you keep doing what you're doing, and, you know, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You got it?
Yes, sir, I do.
Get out of here.
Thanks again.
Get out of here.
What's up with them?
They got traded
When?
today. That's the league, man. We cogs in the machine.
It's a business. I'm new, and even I know that. Hey, maybe the change of scenery will do them some good. They'll be all right.